that Cadet Braun and his father, Christopher Brauns Sr., please come up and present it. Cadet Braun's father was kind enough to make this for Mr. Steiger for the team, and did a lot of work getting it here.
Like Sim said, my father did the impossible because you know how much this team meant to us, how much this Steiger meant to us. He completed his entire thing in less than 2 weeks, which is very impressive. I love him for it. The importance Steiger had to this team and the love that he showed can be summed up in one anecdote that I have to tell. After about 2 weeks of practicing, we were finally issued our rifles. And that was the most motivating day in our entire fish year up to that point. So, Mr. Steiger in practice, like he always does, talks at the end, and us all sit down around him. He said, "Fish, why are we here?" And being so extremely motivated, I pushed my paw out, and he said, "What?" And I was like, "To win a national championship." And I thought I was right. That's what I came here for. And then Mr. Steiger looked at me, his eyes, and said, "No." My heart was crushed. I was like, "Mr. Steiger, if it's not a national championship we're here for, then what could it possibly be?" And he responded, with love and care in his voice. He said, "You're here to strive for perfection. The national championship that we work so hard for, our advisors guiding us through, it's really a byproduct of that hard work, that dedication, that strive for perfection, and never giving up on ourselves." And that's what we do, Mr. Steiger. This rifle's for him. Wow.
If I could just say a few words. I'm a federally licensed firearms dealer, so I can make one disclaimer. This has been demilled to both 1903A3 Department of Defense demill standards and the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms demill standards as well. So this classifies as a non-gun, although it's in perfect working order. Just a couple things. As Dr. Browning said, the call came out, and this is a joint project between myself, Brauns Guns, and Gull Plating in Houston. J.K. Mowry has a son in the Corps who's in your Calvary unit. And just a few interesting things about this gun. The typical 1903A3 has about 50 to 65 parts in it. I hand selected over 200 parts from an inventory that I have access to. I hand packaged each of them, sent them to Gull Plating. The folks at Gull Plating in Houston have over 50 hours of work in hand packaging, hand plating. Young man, even the springs inside that gun are chrome plated. Furthermore, and I say this only out of pride of my son because my work is nothing compared to his. I have over 150 hours of hand fitting, hand tuning, hand selecting, and building this rifle from scratch myself, as I'm able to do under the law. And one very interesting thing about this young man that we found very impressive about this. This is a Type 10 stock. How much you know about 1903 stocks, but this means it was the first one, and this stock dates probably back to the 20s or the 1930s at the very latest. And I can tell you, my own investigation and picking this up myself, that I found this stock in a U.S. Army depot in unissued, untouched condition for over 85 years. This was in a bag with the Cosmoline and the wrap in it that some young person in 1925 probably built. I was the first person to touch it in 85 years, and since you didn't touch it, you are the second person.